Here we are at track number 9. It's an 8-bar blues. It has 3 chords and a little rundown. First chord is E7, which you know, followed by B7, which you now know, and A7, which you now know. And at the end we have this little rundown that goes, and that little rundown is 7th fret on the A, 5th fret on the A, 4th fret on the A, 3rd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the A, then open A, 1st A, 2nd A. Okay, so let's have a little look at the rhythm pattern that we're going to use here. The rhythm pattern we're going to do is we're going to approach every chord from a semitone below, and it's this kind of idea. Okay, so we've got a bar of E7, bar of B7, 2 bars of A7, bar of E7, bar of B7, and the run. Simple 8-bar blues, and that finishes it off. Okay, let's play along with the backing track, see how it sounds. Okay, I'm going to recommend 3 scales to play over this piece. The first one's going to be E mixolydian, okay? And we're going to use that over the E7 and B7 chords. So let's just look at the first 2 bars. We have that E7 for a bar and B7 for a bar. And the scale we're going to use for both those bars are E major pentatonic, okay? 12th fret low E, 9 to 11 on the A, 9 to 11 on the D, 9 to 11 on the G, 9 to 12 on the B, 9 to 12 on the high E. Okay, now when we arrive at bar 3 and we do the 2 bars of A7, we're going to switch to an A mixolydian scale, okay? And this is where we're going to play it. Okay, that's the scale right there. And it's 12 on the A, 9 on the D, to 11 on the D, to 12 on the D, 9 to 11 to 12 on the G, and then we have 10 on the B. Now that's going from A to A, but we could take that up and play 12B, 9 on the high E, 10 on the high E, and 12 on the high E. Now, probably I don't like to use the word best, but one of the most popular parts of this scale is this kind of. Okay, sounds very B.B. King. And don't be afraid to experiment when bending this B note. To work in A, you can bend it up to the D, you can bend it up to the C sharp, or even the C. Okay, so just to recap, on the first 2 chords, we're going to play the E major pentatonic scale. 2, 3, 4. A major pentatonic. Back to E major pentatonic. Now the last 2 bars where we have our rundown, I'm going to say switch to E minor pentatonic. then just try and give that B chord a nod at the end. Okay? So let's have a little play around the track. Hopefully you'll be able to hear where I change and it's going to make a bit of sense. Okay, hopefully what you saw me do there was use those three scales, the E Mixolydian scale, the A Mixolydian scale, and the minor pentatonic. I used some chromatics there, which I do quite often. If I'm going, say for example, to the A chord from E, I might go like that, which is just bending this B up to a C sharp, and then taking this C sharp here, chromatically, up to E. You might see me go, which just means I'm coming chromatically down from that bend to C sharp, B, B flat, A. And you might see me do this lick. And that's just playing this 12th fret high E string and then sliding from the 8th fret B up to the 9th fret and then putting that note above it. Hopefully that's given you some good ideas.